The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Rockets win the tip. Here's Francis. Pass to Rice. Now Mobley. Covered by Van Exel. And here is Mobley. Pocket 4. Over Van Exel. Count that one for Mobley. Mobley's got the opening basket of the game for the Rockets.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Swiped away. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Francis. Grant Hill grabs the miss.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Nowitzki. The kick out to Hill. Nowitzki sets a screen for Hill. With some arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Rice. Pass to Francis. Here's Catchings. Some nice passing there by Houston. Mobley with the bounce pass. And the basket is good.
When run right, the two-man game is basically unstoppable.
Now here's Kidd. And here is Nowitzki. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. And the basket by Van Exel.
And good work there from Van Exel, finding some space inside and exploiting it.
Here's Francis. In the corner, it's Mobley. Off target from three-point range. And so he'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2 and slam dunk by Campbell.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Here's Francis to the wing right side. Thomas, a screen on Van Exel. Mobley the pass to Thomas. And then Thomas with the jam.
Hey, you know what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Hill. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Tipped away. And it's Houston on the break. From the arc. It's good from long range.
And you got to get out on Rice because he will make you pay from deep.
Outside Kidd. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Thomas. Nowitzki, no good.
You're not going to see that very often in space, but he just basically missed on that.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Honestly, I have no idea what happened right there. That was wild.
Mavericks trail by 5. Now Kidd. No scoring in this one. Fires from 18. And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Kidd.
A mid-range specialist. All Nowitzki needs is a little wiggle room, and he's going to let it go.
Here's Francis. He's covered by Kidd. Francis passes to Catchings. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Francis' shot is off. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Stolen by Thomas. Here's Rice. He's guarded by Hill. Pass to Francis. That shot is off. Good defense by Kidd. Hill inside. Outside Kidd. It's back to Hill. Dallas needs to get off a shot.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Outside Thomas. Thomas sets a screen for Mobley. Back to Thomas. Good work defensively by Nowitzki.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
Now here's Kidd. Still yet to score. Over Francis. And that one hits back iron. Rockets leading by 3. Here's Mobley. The Rockets again can't hit. Outside Hill. Outside Kidd. It's back to Hill. Three-pointer on the way. They get it back. And slam dunk by Camby.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
And here's a timeout now from Coach Rudy Tomjanovich. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Grant is checked in for the Mavericks. Here is Thomas. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pocket 6. Mobley with it. Now defended by Grant. The 3 from Thomas. Another miss by Houston. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field to this point. 4 of 8. Pass to Grant. Nowitzki looking it over. Outside Kidd. That one goes. Counted. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Kidd has no issue fixing it up down low. He's a physical point guard.
Here's Francis. He's covered by Kidd. And Jason Kidd picks up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bradley's checked in for the Mavericks. Jefferson comes in for Grant Hill.
Sean Bradley. Richard Jefferson.
Thomas against Grant. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get something going. The rebound by Grant. Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Jefferson kicks to Van Exel.
Hey, Van Exel can put defenders in a pickle, a torture chamber, including finding ways to draw the whistle while shooting.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Van Exel.
You know, you look at Van Exel, and he has tremendous speed and dexterity with the ball, and he knows how to get people out of their seats with his flashy style of play. He's a fun guy to watch work.
Both good from the line that time. Rockets trailed by 3. Here's Francis. Hasn't made one yet. outside Thomas. Pass to Mobley. Back to Thomas. 5 on the clock. Here's Francis. Another miss by Houston.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Dallas making a switch here. Knight's checked in. Houston making a switch here. And he makes both free throws. Rockets trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's a timeout now from Coach Rudy Tomjanovich. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Harrington's checked in, and Daniels subbed in for Knight. Here's Francis. Still scoreless. Rice passes to Norris. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Jefferson. Dallas leading by 5. Pass to Daniel. Harrington with it. Jefferson on top. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Pass to Rice. Here's Norris. Here's Francis. Another miss by Houston. Jefferson finds Daniel. Out Grant. Over Taylor. Here's Bradley, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And here's a timeout now from Coach Rudy Tomjanovich. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Martin's checked in for Dallas. Knight comes in for Daniel. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Francis. He has yet to score. Pass to Taylor. Here's Norris. He's guarded by Knight. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Catchings, and he dunks it down.
Taking no chances all the way to the 10.
And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Now Jefferson. Out to Knight. Over Norris. A shot by Knight, no good.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense is worse.
1:10 left here in the opening quarter. Norris, the pass to two. leading by 7. Knight taking his time here. Grant sets a screen for Knight. In the corner, Bradley with it. Grant outside. Dallas moving the ball around. Barton finds Jefferson. It's not going to go for him. Rockets trail by 7. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Francis passes to Rice. Here's Norris. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks ahead, up 5. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's Norris to the left wing. Left side, Taylor. Pass to Hawkins. Now, here is Morris. Shoots it up. Nice D from Nowitzki. Mavericks leading by 7. And here is Knight. Outside Jefferson. Knight with a screen on Hawkins. Outside Jefferson. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Out to Taylor. Pass to Knockbaum. On the wing, Morris. And here is Taylor, guarded by Bradley. And the rejection by Bradley. Inside, Nowitzki. Nowitzki with the muscle.
Hey, that's on the defense right there. Can't let Dirk get the positioning he wants inside.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Dallas making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Mavericks leading by 9. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Nowitzki. Knocked loose. Grant against Morris. Here's Norris. Here's Knockbaum. Still without a basket. Houston needs to get a shot off. Norris can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Nowitzki kicks to Daniels. Over Hawkins. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's one he knows he should have played.
Pass to Norris. Out to the right wing. Taylor against Bradley. Another miss by Houston. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Dallas. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter, and it's in there. Bradley's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Hawkins. Here's Knockball to end the cold streak. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On the wing, Daniels. Now here's Bradley. Outside Jefferson. Nowitzki finds Daniels. Shoots the 3. Nowitzki, no good. Rockets trail by 11. Pass to Norris. Daniels against Hawkins. Right side Taylor. Shoots over Bradley. Another miss by Houston. Mavericks leading by 11. Nowitzki, the pass to Daniels. And here is Grant. Over Norris. No good from Grant. Here's Hawkins. Banked in off the glass. Hawkins has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets. And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Okay, Dallas. Now step on the court for your entertainment on the Mavs Dancers. Give it up!
A different look for Dallas. Van Exel comes in for Bradley. Jason Kidd is subbed in for Daniels. Houston with a big group substitution here. So it's the Mavericks now. Outside Kidd. Pass to Grant. Van Exel against Mobley. Here's Catchings. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Catchings has got 6 points.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Nowitzki. It's Dirk getting it done inside.
And Nowitzki is an accomplished scorer inside. Uses his height extremely well. Can't allow him to get that kind of position.
Here's Francis. Nothing on the board. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Nice little dribble move by Francis. Confused the defense and created space for himself in the process.
Left side Kidd. Catchings with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morris outside. Pass to Mobley. Here's Francis for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Van Exel. Covered by Mobley. And the basket by Van Exel. 8 points for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. 9-point game. Outside Thomas. Thomas is screen on Van Exel. Mobley dishes to Thomas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim viciously and have gotten a lot of points by just going at the defender.
No good on the free throw.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marcus Camby. He's checked in for Nowitzki, and it's Hill in for Richard Jefferson. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Rice is checked in. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They're leading by 8. Pass to Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
Solid screen and then rolling with intent and force.
Houston's gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Here's Francis. Thomas a screen. Francis passes to Thomas. Clock up 2 there. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Grant with a screen on Mobley. Van Exel. And it's off from three-point range. It's trailed by 8. Pass to Francis. Out to the right wing. Thomas sets a screen for Mobley. Looks for Thomas. Gets it to him. A slam dunk by Thomas.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
6 to shoot. Mobley against Van Exel. Good D by Mobley. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pass to Thomas. Over to the wing. Thomas sets a screen for Mobley. Thomas's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 6. Hill passes to Camby. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Catching. Right wing. There's the pick. Over Camby. The shot goes in from Catchings. Catchings has got 8 points.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
To the wing on the left. Van Exel passes to Hill. Outside Kidd. And he lobs it up toward the rim and slam dunk by Camby.
You just appreciate how unselfish Kidd is. Outstanding at sharing the ball and playing for his teammates.
And here's a timeout now from Coach Rudy Tomjanovich. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Richard Jefferson has checked in for Grant. Here's Thomas. He's got 7. Pass to Francis. There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Shot clock at 5. And the rebound goes to Marcus Camby. Camby's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Camby the screen. Here's Kidd. And slam dunk by Camby.
There it is, guy's one of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Mobley. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Dallas leading by 6. Outside Jefferson. Pass to Kidd. And he converts the layup.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Here's Francis. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
The previous play is under review.
Gonna bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
Yeah, and as the official,
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
this is getting better and faster over the years.
And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just a minute. And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. It's been quite a game for Marcus Camby.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Mr. Van Exel to the paint. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. Here's Camby. That one is good again. He sits straight from the floor with the basket.
Not easy amongst the trees to get that score, but he just stayed poised.
Here's Francis. Pass to catching. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now Van Exel. Now here's Camby. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Outside Thomas. Here's Francis. And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team.
Catchings passes to Francis. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. Francis has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And Francis, fearless as a player. Somebody that feels like he can score inside anytime he wants to.
Nowitzki a screen. Van Exel passes to Nowitzki. It's hauled in by Thomas. Rockets trail by 8. Mobley left side. Here's Francis. To Mobley. Tried to shoot. Here's Catchings. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Catchings has got 12.
Really fluid play by him there in that pick and roll.
Van Exel against Mobley. Here's Nowitzki. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, we know Nowitzki is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. He does a fabulous job measuring up these shots.
Here's Kidd. Drops in the breakaway layup. And now a 10-point Maverick lead.
Pulling a fast one on him. Defense just unable to keep up.
Got a piece of it. Lays it up and banks it in. Kidd's got 4 points this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Rice. Mobley is screen on Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rice. The Mavericks pull it in. Camby's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside Kidd. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and slam dunk by Camby.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Here's Mobley. Pass to Francis. Here's Rice. He's guarded by Hill. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Rice.
Love the no-hesitation shot release of Glenn Rice. You see the confidence he has, and for good reason.
Here's Nowitzki, and the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about it.
Pass to Catching. To the inside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Camby's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Hill throws it down.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Francis. He's covered by Kidd. Thomas sends a screen for Mobley. A slam dunk by Thomas.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Kidd passes to Nowitzki. Over Thomas. Nowitzki's shot is no good. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Rockets. Pass to Francis. From deep three-point land. Good defense by Kidd. Mavericks leading by 13. Hill passes to Camby. And stolen by Thomas. Here's Francis. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Grant, he's checked in for Marcus Camby. And so Don Nelson calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Outside Kidd. Pass to Grant. Now Van Exel. And it's blocked.
Could not sneak that one past the defender. That's excellent rim protection.
Rice passes to Norris. Thomas surveying the D. Pocket 6. Down low. Catchings. No good there. Nice D from Nowitzki. Mavericks leading by 13. Pass to Grant. Over Mobile. Grant. That's good.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Van Exel against Mobley. Back to Thomas. Some nice passing there by Houston. Norris, the pass to Rice. To the inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. A different look for Dallas. Bradley's checked in for Hill. And it's Jefferson in for Van Exel. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Bradley sets the pick for Kidd. Pass to Nowitzki. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got 4 assists now tonight. It's trailed by 17. Norris, the pass to Thomas. Thomas sets a screen for Mobley. Stolen by Grant. One-on-one fast break. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
Rockets trail by 20. Outside Thomas. Here's Rice, defended by Jefferson. Rice passes to Taylor. 6 to shoot. Count it, good. Taylor's got his first bucket of the night.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Bradley sets the pick for Kidd. Dallas, no good that time either.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Pass to Norris. Thomas a screen. On the top of the key. Norris can't get it to go. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 19-7 run. And here is Harrington. Scoreless thus far. And he gets it to go.
Took that orange right to the rack, and they just let him go by.
Rockets trail by 20. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Norris. Thomas a screen. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Rice, no good. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bradley sets the pick for Kidd. To the paint. And it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Kidd. Kidd's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Kidd is a talented playmaker. He knows how to run sets and generate shots for his teammates.
Mobley finds Thomas inside. Stolen by Grant. Throws it up high. It's intercepted. .107 left to play in the third. Norris, the pass to Mobley. Here's Norris. Just 5 on the clock. Over Kidd. And Norris gets it to go. Norris has got his second bucket. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Kidd passes to Harrington. It's Jefferson, top of the key. Outside for Harrington. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific
and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
11 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Norris. Over Kidd. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Dallas, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more. And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Rocket shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Francis, defended by Jefferson. Francis' shot is off. Mavericks leading by 22. Now, here is Knight. Intercepted. To the middle. Here's Morris. And he makes good on the layup. Morris has got his first basket.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Knight on the wing. Outside Jefferson. Knight sets the pick for Jefferson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Francis, defended by Jefferson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Look at Steve Francis. He's quick, skilled, and fearless. Makes him a difficult matchup defensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, and Francis, you know, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his teammates.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside Knight. Nowitzki, the pass to Jefferson. Back to Nowitzki. Knight kicks to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. He can't get that one.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Francis. Pass to Knockbaum. On the wing, Morris. Here's Norris. He's guarded by Knight. Here's Francis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That is why you want to get the ball inside. It puts pressure on the D.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. Martin's checked in for Dallas. And he sinks the second. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Outside Knight. Nowitzki sets a screen for Knight. Pass to Nowitzki. Outside Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. Knight kicks to Nowitzki. That 3 off the mark. Rockets trail by 17. Morris, left side. Here's Francis. And stolen by Knight. Pass to Barton. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Bradley. Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 19. The Rockets shooting 40% from the field. Here's Francis. Barton with some nice D. Mavericks leading by 19. Outside Jefferson. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Knight passes to Nowitzki. Clock at 6. The Rockets pull it in.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Here's Francis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Mavericks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Outside Jefferson. Knight with a screen on Morris. Bradley dishes to Jefferson. Pass to Nowitzki.
And Nowitzki knows how to draw fouls. No stranger to that. Excels at making the defense bang him while he's going up.
First team foul. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, you gotta love Nowitzki. As unique a player as you'll ever see, a towering 7-footer who is as good as it gets at making all kinds of jump shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Rockets trail by 21. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now Kidd. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Dallas moving the ball around. Kidd passes to Jefferson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And they'll get another chance. Nowitzki up top. Knocked away. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball, and then Thomas with the dunk.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Grant sets a screen for Kidd. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Francis passes to Catchings. Down low. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Van Exel's checked in for Dallas. Pass to Rice. Here's Francis. Mobley outside. Thomas kicks to Rice. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Thomas. And stolen by Nowitzki. And here is Van Exel. Here's the 3. Catchings with the rebound. Catchings has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Mobley. And the shot no good, a bit short. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Outside Kidd. Inside, here's to Clark. And a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Francis. Holds it up there for Mobley. It's stolen by Jefferson. Pass to Kidd. To the paint. It's deflected. And stolen by Mobley. With the drive. And that one's good, Francis.
It's hard to anticipate Francis's drive or what he's going to do because he's got such burst in his offensive attack.
Outside Kidd. Fires the 3. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Francis. He takes it in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for Marcus Camby. He's checked in for the Mavericks. Hill comes in for Richard Jefferson. So he gets them both. Kidd with it. Nowitzki sets a screen for Kidd. It's up a 3, and Dirk Nowitzki gets the 3. Nowitzki's got 5 points now this quarter.
How do you want it? Nowitzki can give it to you inside, outside, in between, off the dribble. I think that covers it all, doesn't it?
Thomas, a screen on Van Exel. Here's Mobley. Here's Thomas. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
One shot.
And that one misses. Mavericks leading by 18. Outside Hill. To Van Exel. It's Nowitzki on the wing. 6 to shoot. Over Rice. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Mobley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Francis. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And here's a timeout now from Coach Rudy Tomjanovich. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here's Rice. Tries the spin move. It misses. Dallas leading by 18. Outside Kidd. And Marcus Camby, the bucket on the assist by Kidd. Kidd's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Got it!
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Dallas has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Kidd attacking, count it.
Kidd doing a nice job snaking inside. I like that move. Terrific. That maneuvering, eel-like, all the way to the rim.
Outside Thomas. Deflects the pass. In the corner, it's Mobley. They set the pick. Pass to Catchings. It's rebounded by Dallas. Hill's got his 5th rebound in this one.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Camby.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. Both free throws good from Kidd.
It does wonders for an offense to have a point guard like Kidd at the helm. A tremendous facilitator.
Pass to Hawkins. Outside, Taylor. Over to Clerk. Shot by Taylor, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Brand sets a screen for Kidd. They grab their own miss. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And that about wraps it up, folks. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast of the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our